Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Literally right before I got started, I took a sippy sip. I just... You're wasting your Kirby points. I did. I drank a whole bottle. Alright, so again, my Elgato is weird. Sometimes it'll play the music in the background without needing Twitch open, and sometimes it doesn't. Right now, I don't hear nothing on my end, but I know I hear it on Twitch's end. So that's fine. All that matters is that you hear it. Alright, we'll give people a chance to join in, so about the 5-minute mark, we will get started. There we go. I added source how we're streaming this. I imagine people must think I use a ROM. And I may have when I first started becoming a streamer, but now I only use legitimate hardware. So this is my personal copy of Pokemon Emerald when I was a kid. I recall last time we were doing some training for the electric gym. Random. I like ice cream. Goal for today is to stream for 3 hours. See how much progress we can make. Two badges right now. We're training and preparing for the third one. Alright, welcome back from the ad break. When I tried answering the question, it literally popped up as I finished talking. That you guys were in ad break. So I have 2 badges currently. So we're training for the third one because it's a steel electric. So we need Aron's Mud Slap to be the strongest. So we're gonna be beating up some trainers around the area. I believe last time we beat the Wind Straits up north and we did the eastern exit, so now we're doing the western exit. Had I used Torchic or Mudkip, they would have evolved and had a way to beat steel types. Not so lucky. And it's okay. Aron will do it. I'm sad to disappoint. Unless we trade from another game, we are not getting any Kanto starters. Or Johto. Well, no, we can get the Johto starters. But not the Kanto ones. The Johto starters, though, I'd have to complete the whole Hoenn Dex. And I missed what Pokemon they said it was. Aron just to get XP. Yeah, I have a Leaf Ring cartridge, in Fire Red, so yeah, it's not an issue. Not to mention, I'd like to revisit the Colosseum and XD series. I know we never finished the XD series, but I'd like to revisit that now that I have new setup, new everything. I'd like to redo that series. I'm not proud that my Colosseum playthrough is... alright, I actually have my cartridge, so it's not a big deal. Does it have to be leaf green, though? Fire red, because I'm very proud of the save file. Fire red surface. Ready for you. You might want to check So that's a fact about me that some of you may not know. I have a physical copy of all the main series Pokemon games. Now, some of the side stuff, I don't have physical cartridges for another. All the main series games, I have physical. All my Game Boy cartridges when I was a little kid. I didn't have to go feed scalpers. That's why I'm so happy there's ways to play retro games like this. Like the Analog Pocket is so cool for that. I wish there was one for like the DS because I would love to stream some DS games. But to do that I'd have to do things that I'm not necessarily proud of. Yeah, this route everybody wants your Pokemon. I don't. Who are all you people? Definitely don't. That site's actually really strong. Obviously, Aaron's not gonna swap Watson in the gym. I don't think we're gonna get it beforehand, so definitely Kadabra. I remember actually having an Illumise, like the very first time I played. I remember little nurse Sylvie saying, "So cute." It didn't do very much, but I raised it to like almost level 50. It did not carry me during the Elite Four in any way, shape, or form, but it did get into the Hall of Fame. Beautyfly almost suffered that same fate, except then I watched the anime and saw it use Psychic Attack, and I was like, oh my gosh, and that kind of changed my fate a bit. Alright, here we have another one of those breeders that have 6 Pokemon. I guess it's good XP though. And she's got a lot of water types, otherwise I'd be using Aeron, plus I'm out of headphones. Alright, so this is just Abra's battle. Alright, now we actually cannot help get the rock smash right now in the cave. That has to be immediately after the gym. Alright, so that was the friendship check. I knew there was something important in one of these. I'm pretty sure they're on you, dude. You look like you're wearing glasses. Alright, so apart from gym trainers, I'm pretty sure this guy was the last one. So we will head back to the city and take on the gym trainers. Look, heal up first, of course. Yeah, and these guys actually have shockwaves. They're here. Wait. I love how this is an electric gym and it seems to have everything but electric types. We've had fighting types, we've had types, and now we have poison types. Oh, electric. Oh, alright, that's not my bud. Alright, let's heal up. And we're ready to face the Jupiter. Let's see how well we do. Watson is always a tough one. He always is. Literally only had to push one button. Not much of a trap. Alright, here we go. Not a good start. Okay, I didn't expect Iron to be like out of commission. Need Iron to be in good shape for Magneton. I really did not expect that pull right off the get-go. And boom, it went. Alright, knowing he's probably gonna send out Electrike. Yeah, Reflect would actually be much more safe. Sable's too risky. Pretty much for all of its exceptions. Alright, I don't know how well Aron's doing. For just feeding the magnets. Yeah, there we go. We need some accuracy. Alright, looks like it's gonna be 4 hits. Let's see if we survive that. Oh, not good. Alright, we all have a chance to at least. Or not, Magneton just. I knew this gym was gonna be rough, but I didn't realize that it was that obviously. definitely need Kadabra for the next trick. Should we survive that one? That does so much damage. This looks like a loss. I don't see how Cadaver's gonna survive. Oh. Dumb on your... And even wasting time using Flash won't help because certain Sonic Boom and Shockwave just never miss. Alright, let's see. Definitely need you to be a... Definitely like that. Alright, we like that. You... Okay, I accept. That is terrible. Alright, but that is not. Alright, the Magneton is finally out. Now, if I had a Combusken or a Marshtomp, this wouldn't have been too bad. But since I don't... Alright, I am going to... Barry, thank you for following this chappy. Okay? What's up if we can? Nuzlocke? No. I'm not that talented. Fuck, I think I'm actually gonna get through. I'm doing wonderful. Alright, so that was a wipe. So we're probably gonna have to grind against... I'm not even sure what. I thought Aron would have survived a lot longer. But evidently not. Alright, let's see what I can find the grass to beat up. Right now I'm not looking for anything much. I'm trying to use Pokemon that I haven't used in previous streams. So, like, I did a Pokemon Ruby playthrough, and I used, for example, Swampert, Delcatty, etc. The goal for here was to use Pokemon I didn't use there. Right now we just lost to Watson, so we gotta level up a bit. Right, I'm gonna lower... No. I actually have a difficult time getting the right balance with my sound in my mic. I also talk very low. I'm naturally somewhat of a whisperer with a monotone voice, so... we'll see if that's any better. My mic is all the way on maximum. Definitely the game volume, then. Would takedown be of any better help? Not really. I like headbutt. It could cause flinching. I need metal claw. Oh, good, good. An iron defense is in case I probably will get rid of that eventually. Do I really want to fight another one of you? Because I have to. Yeah, I was never one for the moves that do recoil damage. Plus the accuracy on takedown is pretty bad compared to 100% accuracy headbutt. Plus it's an Aron, and I think Aron's using headbutt or Q. Yeah, okay, Aron does not want to fight you, but my Kadabra definitely wants to fight you. Oh no, I've been playing Pokemon since, I was a little kid, so it's just me doing it what should be chill, Pokemon every stream. So everything's going pretty chill. Does Aron want to fight you? I don't know. You probably know a grass move, which is neutral. You like my team? Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna let Wingull get some XP. Because we need Wingull to be at its peak when it gets the next gym. I'm pretty sure Aron evolves at level 32. Let me just double check that. Alright, I lowered it even more. And yeah, it's 32. So hopefully we won't have to get to 32 just to make progress. I think if we get to like 28, Aron will be okay, then we'll work on Kadabra for a bit. Alright, can Aron survive an Oddish? Yeah, I can knock it out one hit, that's good. The only bad part was, Aron lost very quickly to Voltorb. Uh, very, very quick. Just using Spark was too rough. So it definitely needs a few levels. I think once Aron is... Yeah... Alright, I tell you what, when I run out of headbutts, we'll go back to the gym and give it a second try. At the very least, we gain a little bit of a level here. So, just 3 more uses of headbutt, and then we'll go back and try again. I was really kind of hoping that Aron was just going to kind of go in and slowly, but, no, it's okay, it's okay. I don't have a no backseating rule up right now. It's perfectly okay to give me advice. I was kind of going in the gym fight with the hope that Aron would just kind of, like, knock everything in its path out. And it really didn't work out too well. Now, I figured against the Magneton, I'd have trouble. I knew that'd be the hard hitter. Yes, please enjoy the emotes. Alright, one more headbutt, and then we'll go back. We'll see how Aaron does in the fight. Don't get me wrong, I love Illumise's design, and, oh, I already ran out of PP for this. Okay, cool. Since you definitely don't have Silverwind or anything like that, we can send Kadabra out. And because I actually have an analog pocket link cable, at some point I'd like to get some proper batteries and use it to trade with my Game Boy Advance and get Mount Kazam. Oh no, I used to play on the GameCube. I actually have the Game Boy Player, but I'm actually using the analog pocket. So, it has its own link cable. I do have the wireless connectors also, so I could do trading that way with the GameCube and to my Game Boy Advance. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. I just have all these collectible pieces. Alright, after this gym, I think Grovyle needs a little bit of love along with Wingull. Yeah, so the Analog Pocket is basically a fancy Game Boy that can play all sorts of cartridges, and it has a dock that I can use the HDMI cable for. So that's how I'm getting it hooked up to my capture card. It's something not unlike the Game Boy Player. The only thing is it can't do disc games. Alright, let's try Watson again. And again, Watson, I didn't suffer against your trapdoors. I only pushed one singular button and made it to you. Oh yeah, I can strongly recommend it if you can get it. I know it's hard to get and they're a bit expensive. Alright, Aaron. Let's see what you can do. Alright, that's at least more manageable than what was happening previously. Voltorb took out like a way huge chunk and paralyzed on the first turn. Do I want to risk this? I do. I'm gonna go heal. I should have, yeah, enough soda. Why didn't it just tube at the previous turn? And the attack miss. What the heck? That's awesome. It's okay if you call it Apollo. It's perfectly fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Alright. Paralysis. We'll have to heal. Maybe I'll just swap out to Watermon. Right now I'm in New York. I am a whole conglomerate of races, if you want to use that term. I have family for basically all over the world. Yep, I get to go to Nintendo New York like once a month if I wanted to. Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, poor Zigzagoon. I literally just captured it just to use HM moves. Alright, Alright, Celestia will be fodder as well. I in no way, shape, or form think Aron will beat Magneton on its own. I do think it's going to require Kadabra's help, but that is okay because I do not need Aron for Manectric. Kadabra will do just fine. Supersonic, you mean on my Wingull? There was no point in Wingull even trying. I knew it was gonna get wiped. We hope that Magneton uses Supersonic and miss. We don't like that move. Alright, even if it only gets 2 of them off, I'm okay with that. We survive just a little bit longer. Actually, when I did it the first time, just before you came, he used Supersonic right away. Oh, it's because his accuracy got lowered? Okay, that explains why the last time he used Supersonic first. Yeah, I don't bother setting up Flash on this guy, because I know he's got Sonic Boom as well, so it's definitely not worth it, and... yeah, there we go. I hate it when the enemy has, like, perfect accuracy luck with Supersonic. And, like, when you try using it, you miss all the time. Alright, what is with all this setup? No! Should've trained Kadabra a little more. Okay, we got this. We got this. Because even if Kadabra doesn't make it, which now it won't, Grovyle still has a chance against the Manectric. I almost missed the Pokemon Ruby Sapphire team where he did not have the Manectric at the end. Alright, so that's how much Absorb does. Let's see how much Pursuit does. About the same. Attack. Even less. Okay. So, I guess Absorb is going to be the way to go. Oh, yeah, this is the beginning of the ends. Alright, it's okay. I think once Kadabra gets an extra level, it'll really be much better at handling this fight. Alright, let's just end me quickly. Yeah, there you go. It's a shame that Aron doesn't last long against Magneton. When I was preparing for this fight previously, I really had a high hope that Aron would be able to handle this fight better. That's okay. We're gonna keep trying. Yeah, we made it further previously, but it's okay. I'm trying to think where a better grinding spot is, but there really isn't. Alright, the only other thing I can think of is to just lead off with Kadabra and just defeat the first two Mons and save Aron for Magneton. I don't necessarily like that plan because Kadabra's like backup, but it's okay. Let's see how we do. Kadabra might gain a level from just beating up the two Mons. You know, for a split second there, I swore he was about to use self-destruct, because he does what Koga does in Gen 1. Wait to go kaboom. Alright, there we go. There's the level we needed. Alright, I like where this is going. Alright, we are gonna swap into Aron so we can soften it up. Let's see if we can soften it up at all. Oh, wow. Aron's like, I am tired of losing. Do it again, Aron. Do it again. Alright, that's still pretty good. Alright, if it lands somehow, one more Mudslap, I think we got this. I don't think it's gonna happen now, but if somehow it did... Alright, we made it through with Kadabra at full health to take on this last one. Yeah, Aron's got tired of being humiliated. Like, I will destroy this thing. He goes for quick attack a lot, and and howls. Let's raise our defenses. Alright. This is actually okay, because he's gonna get paralyzed too. Alright, we got this. This is gonna be the run. Citrus Berry is not a big deal this gen. So long as he doesn't have another surprise potion, Grovyle's just gonna quick attack this and win. Alright, we did it. Our third badge. Thank you. No, we don't need Screech. Alright. so we're gonna focus from here on out leveling up Grovyle and Wingull a little bit because we have a lot of rock and fire types up ahead, so we need each of them at their prime. I'm also thinking Kadabra would like Shockwave because there's gonna be Skarmory up ahead. I really don't have anything for steel for types that are also immune to ground. Be good to have an electric move. Oh, someone. Wait, did I get boot up the right one? Even Aron can learn Shockwave? That's surprising. I knew Aggron could learn Thunder. Even Wingull can learn Shockwave. What even is this? Alright. Alright, we can't get rid of Flash, but we can probably safely get rid of Teleport. It's not something I can use in battle this gen. Alright, there we go. Now we have a way to deal with Skarmory. Alright, we've been streaming for about an hour. We made good progress. Oh, right. I gotta deal with the Rock Smash situation as well. Did I teach Zigzagoon? Oh, alright, I did teach it Rock Smash. Okay, cool. Let's go get the Strength HM so we can apply it to Zigzagoon. Our goal is we still need to get a Pokemon that's capable of either dive. I'm pretty sure Pelipper can do waterfall. I don't think it can do dive though. Let's look. Yeah, because for story-wise, I don't believe Zigzagoon can use dive. Okay, we need. We're probably eventually gonna swap out Pelipper with something else. Alright, I'm sorry about that. When you asked that question, it said you guys were on ad break. So probably eventually we're gonna be swapping out Pelipper for another Watermon because I just looked it up and it can't even learn Waterfall. And I'm pretty sure Zigzagoon cannot do Waterfall or Dive. So we're gonna need another Watermon. And that's fine, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I was just trying to think of which Watermon I want to use. Actually, what comes to mind is Azumarill, even though it's not so great this gen, but maybe that's an option. Or I guess if I train up a Gyarados or something. Alright, no, now these rock. You like Lombre? Yeah, Lombre is pretty cool. I wish I could say I'll just go and get a Milotic, but to do a Feebas hunt, that's literally gonna take a whole episode. Yeah, I have Grovyle, so that's why I didn't go get a Lotad or a Seedot for the team. gosh, it would be my first successful Feebas run in Gen 3. Six tiles in the whole game that may or may not have it. It might be worth doing, because I don't know when I'm gonna do Pokemon Sapphire. Yep, there's 6 tiles, I believe, in the whole game that may have it. Like I said, may have it. It might be just one of those 6. But even then, the odds are very not in our favor. Alright, now I gotta interview. Oh yeah, these guys just go around in an endless circle. Alright, how did I feel about the battle? Let's see. Feelings. Yeah, we'll just say that to be nice. I forget how in Gen 4, there's areas where you're supposedly able to catch a Feebas. I think that the odds are even worse in Gen 4. And then, like, in recent gens, they more or less got rid of fishing. Yeah, Corphish is pretty cool. I liked how they portrayed it in the anime. I was really hoping to use Pelipper because it was Fly and Surf, but I don't know. I really don't know. Or it could just be that we're gonna have to get rid of, we may have to trade out our HMMon for a different HMMon, and that's kind of sad. Alright, well, we should be able to beat this. Oh, or not. Oh, it's not sad. Let's just swap out and be safe. Cute raccoon. Well, I could go and fish up a Tentacool. I've actually never used Tentacruel before. It's supposed to be a really good mon. What just happened? Why is my character stuck like this? I believe I did, but let's see what happens when I take it out of the dock. Oh man, I hope I saved recently. If not, we're gonna have an exciting battle again against it. Oh, thank you. Yes, please have a good night. Ah, we did not save after getting the gym badge, so guess what we're doing again? Yep, I definitely do not save enough.